Hi everyone. So these past 2 days, right? Today is Thursday, maybe. So Wednesday and Tuesday, I did my workshop about choosing love over fear for behavior strategies, right? I've done a lot of that on YouTube. But as I was going and using, right, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I thought of a great question to ask ourselves when we're thinking. A lot of people ask, like, what strategies are love? What strategies are fear? How do I figure out which one? And so now the question you're going to ask yourself is, do you want the kids to cycle or climb? So I realize this is backwards. I don't know how to make it look forwards to you because I'm not good like that. So sorry that you're reading backwards. So this is what I mean by cycle or climb. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs is set up like this. These 4 needs are authentic. So because you're born human, you need to have them. They're authentic needs. And without them being met, you're in a deficit. So sometimes they're called deficit needs. So the first one, right, number 1 on here is physiological needs. So that's eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom, right? It's infants and toddlers figuring out napping and pureed food and breast milk and formula to, right, figuring all that out, and plates and spoons and cups. It's also potty training and going to the bathroom and all that stuff. So that's physiological needs. The next one is the one that's really important, is safety needs. So, I always say that all consequences, all strategies need to come out of love. And love has to keep emotional safety and emotional wellness intact and not cut up and not broken down and not sliced. So when we get to the second authentic need, it is safety. We care a lot in schools and in homes about physical safety and making sure kids are safe and feel safe physically, that they're not going to get hurt. We forget about emotional safety. So we went from, right, way back when I was little, like spanking and hurting kids physically, and we were like, we shouldn't do that anymore, right? The 80s is when we're like, we shouldn't do that anymore. So they decided to go towards timeouts and sticker charts, right? That's when all this stuff happened. And all those fear-based strategies that don't what? They don't play with physical hurt. They play with emotional hurt. And that is here. So now I say, if you choose fear, and it's not physical, but it's emotional, what's happening? Kids are cycling right here. They keep cycling and cycling and cycling. So do we want them to cycle? Or do we want them to climb? Because if they're cycling, they're stuck on the second level of the authentic needs. There's 4. We want them to get to 4 because we want them to need to know and understand, right? That's the first one outside of the authentic needs. So we got physiological. We have to pay attention to emotional safety, emotional wellness. That's why we choose love all the time with strategies. Then we get to love and belonging, and that's about relationships and environments. Some people say, there's a lot of research on love and belonging sometimes comes or should come before physiological and safety. Some people will put love and belonging before their basic needs, before their safety needs. And I know there's experiences in my life where I have done that, and I think if you think long enough, there's experiences in your life that you've put that one first. So if we meet all these and we're taking them and we're holding them close and we're really nurturing them, we get to good self-esteem. So we need to make sure that we choose love so kids feel emotionally safe so they can climb instead of cycle. Right? In emotional safety, if you're messing with emotional safety, what's probably happening? Love and belonging probably feels bad and hurtful and hard. And then if that is hurtful and hard, these are at risk. What's happening to self-esteem? I have so many parents that say, my kids have such terrible self-esteem and I don't know what to do. And I think, oh, it's these 3. You got to look at these 3, right? You got to look at physiological safety and love and belonging. So if you're looking at those, right, then you're enabling your kid to climb. We want them to get all the way to the top, right? Aesthetics is beauty and wonder. Self-actualization is coming into your best self, getting to the top and being your best self. So when we think of the question, do we want kids to cycle or climb? We 100% want them to climb. For kids to climb, we have to choose love. Thanks, guys.